All right, guys, for the non-combat movement phase of this turn, I've got one fighter in Yunnan that is going to go to French Indochina. It had one movement left in its fuel gauge, so that's gone. One fighter from Yunnan that had 3 movements left in its fuel gauge is going to Manchuria. So the 2 fighters that were in Anhui that both have 3 movements left in its fuel gauge, one of them is going to go to Manchuria, and the other one is going to go down to French Indochina. So that takes care of the aircraft on mainland that needed to continue their movement. All right, so for other aircraft that needed to finish their turn or non-combat movement, we've got this aircraft carrier from C-Zone 50 is going to travel to C-Zone 53, and those fighters that were in that battle are going to land on it. We have the fleet that was in C-Zone 48 is going to make steam and move down to C-Zone 47, picking up, carrying with it the infantry and artillery unit and dropping them off in Borneo. The sub off the coast of the Solomon Islands is going to go 2 spaces and join that fleet off the coast of C-Zone, off the coast of the of Borneo in C-Zone 47. The fleet that's in C-Zone 62 off the coast of Japan, between Japan and mainland China or Manchuria, is going to move 1 C-Zone over to C-Zone 60. So everything there from 62 is going to move into C-Zone 60. And I believe that will end the non-combat unit. I don't see any more non-combat markers here. So I'll regroup and come out in just a second and do the unit recap. Oh, well, before I can do unit recap, let's do unit placement. So the destroyer is going to go down in C-Zone 60. The transport is also going to go down in C-Zone 60. And the fighter is going to obviously go down in mainland Japan, the only place that it can go. So for a unit recap, we'll work our way from north to south. In the Soviet Far East, we have 2 infantry and 1 tank. Off the coast of the Soviet Far East in C-Zone 63, we have 2 transports. In Japan, we have 1 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 fighters, 1 bomber, 2 anti-aircraft guns. Off the coast of Japan in C-Zone 60, we have 1 aircraft carrier with 2 fighters, 1 battleship, 1 cruiser, 1 sub, 2 destroyers, and 1 transport. In Iwo Jima, we have 1 infantry unit. In C-Zone 53, we have 1 aircraft carrier with 2 fighters, 1 battleship, 1 cruiser, and 2 destroyers. In the Solomon Islands, we have 1 infantry. In New Guinea, 1 infantry. In the Caroline Islands, 1 anti-aircraft gun and 1 infantry. In Okinawa, 1 fighter and 1 infantry. In Manchuria, there are 4 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 2 fighters, and 1 artillery. In Anhui, there is 2 infantry, 1 tank, 1 artillery unit. In Kiangsu, there is 1 infantry. In Kwangtung, there's 3 infantry and 1 artillery. In Yunnan, there's 1 infantry and 1 artillery. In French Indochina, There's 2 fighters and 1 infantry. Off C-Zone 40 and C-Zone 47 off the coast of Borneo, we've got 1 submarine. It's on its side for some reason. We've got 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser, 1 transport. On Borneo, we've got 2 infantry and 1 artillery. East Indies, we've got 2 infantry. Malaya, we've got 2 infantry. And I believe that will do it. So, Japan is on 33 IPCs. They rolled over 5 IPCs for last time, so they'll have 38 IPCs to spend in the next round. So that'll do it for the J1 turn here in turret number 2 in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Next up will be No Limit doing the US turn. So for Captain Jack, over and out.